Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Please tell me your full name, please.
My name is Jongle Wangtu.
How do I call you?
You can call me Wing.
Okay, Win is out speaking.
Yes.
It has 3 parts, and we shall start with part 1. Okay. So in part 1, I'll be asking some familiar questions about yourself. Okay. So let's talk about weekends. Okay. So how do you usually spend your weekend?
Actually, when I stay in Vietnam, in my weekend, usually I think it's very boring. It's very boring because I also go to class on my weekend when I live in my country. But in Baguio, in the weekend, I usually go to hike, go to mountain, or go to SM to buy something, and I think it is better than it's the most happy than when I live in my country.
Okay, so what did you do last weekend?
Last weekend in Baguio have a big typhoon, and I stay in Basi to learn vocabulary and some do exercise in Ielts.
So what are you going to do next weekend?
I am going to go to mountain again with the new students because they really want go to this mountain, and I also want to join together with them because have a new student and I very like them.
Okay, so in your country, okay, do men and women usually do the same things on weekends?
Actually, I am not sure about this, but I think women usually go to supermarket or go shopping in the weekend. Nonetheless, men usually want to stay at home to watch TV or play sport in their weekend. And so I think it depends on hobby of each generation.
Okay, so I would like to change the topic. Okay, and talk about social network this time. Okay, social network. Okay, what kinds of social networks do you use?
Actually, when I live in Vietnam, I usually use Facebook because it is the most popular social network in my country. But however, when I go to Basi, have many students from different country, and also it's in different country it have a different social network popular, and I have a top Kakao, Line, Yellow, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes, very much.
So what kinds of people do you make friends on social networks? Okay, what kinds of people do you make friends with on social networks?
The people I usually meet on social network, it is the people I know. I'm not talking with I not chat or with the people I don't understand, or I didn't meet them in my life. Yes.
Okay, so is it waste? Okay, is it a waste to make real friends on social media?
In my opinion, it is not waste when I meet my friend in social network, because sometimes we are not used to meet together and meet each other, and we need talking with each other to discuss about something, or find happy thing when I live in here.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to part 2. Okay, so in part 2, I'll be giving you a cue card. Okay,
Yes.
and you have 1 minute to prepare. Okay, so in that 1 minute, you can make notes if you want to. Okay, after 1 minute, I will give you time to talk. Okay, so this is your note here. Okay, and this is your question. And your 1 minute starts now. Okay, hands up. You may start talking now.
In my country have many restaurants and coffees, but have the most famous restaurant in my country is wedding restaurant. I usually go there when my family have people married, or some big party also usually organized in there, and it is the most luxury restaurant I used to go. In there have five big room, and also it serves a large meal when have a big wedding party, and I really like the food in there. It's the most delicious food in there. I think it is seafood, but it also serves traditional food of Vietnam. It is beef noodle, and I think it's very good when they keep traditional food in wedding day of each people. And I am people have a balanced diet, and I really like food in this restaurant because it's very delicious, and I think it's very clean. So I really enjoy this restaurant when I have a opportunity go there again.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go now to part 3. Okay, so in part 2, we have been talking a restaurant in our country, right?
Yes.
So this time I would like to ask 1 to 2 questions about food in general. Okay?
Yes.
So my first question is, what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of fast food?
In my opinion, I think fast food also have advantage and disadvantage. First, I talk about advantage of this kind of food. When eat fast food, it saves time for people, especially busy people, and the price of this kind of food, I think it is not expensive for another people. But however, it also have disadvantage, and I think fast food have many oil, and it's not good for people want to decline your weight, and with children, if they eat many fast food, it makes them have many problem about health.
Okay, let's go to the last question. Okay, nowadays the population of the world keeps on increasing. Okay, as a result, there is now what we call your food shortage. Okay, food shortage or lack of food. Okay, so what can we do to solve this problem? The problem of food shortage.
Can you rephrase it?
Okay, so again, nowadays we have increasing number of population. Okay, too many people already.
Yes.
Okay, as a result, there is lack of food. Okay, lack of food. Okay, so could you suggest some ways, okay, to solve this problem? Okay, the lack of food.
In my opinion, nowadays have a big population, not in my country, but and on either I think it in many countries, and so with many people and many survive, so have some restaurant or some store buy lot of food, and I think it's not healthy for people, and I have one announcement is people can grow vegetable in their house, and food should a little expensive, but I think the most important is safe for customer health.
Okay, thank you so much. That's
Yes,
enough.
thank you.